Hey everybody. So this is probably a horrible mistake, but I'm recording the third of the live from the guest room sessions today, or at least I'm going to try to. It's about 82 degrees in the house right now, 83 degrees today. It's supposed to be like 96 outside, and of course the catch is have no air conditioning, can't open the windows overnight to cool off because the smoke is literally so bad that you can't breathe the air outside without hacking and coughing. So my throat's pretty sore. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to sing, but I've been trapped inside for a couple days. And I put these set lists together a few days ago, and I thought I'd try to play through one. Also have the potential issue of the phone overheating like it did during the first session. I have no idea if that's going to happen, but I got to do something, just been stuck here for so long. A miserable way to, I'm happy to be on vacation in the summer, but it's a miserable way to spend your vacation is just sitting here. So, not breathing the air and not going outside and slowly melting in your living room. So I'm going to play some tunes and maybe if it's not terrible, I'll put it up online. I'm almost certainly going to sweat like Dave Matthews during the set. So I have the lightest shirt I could find on, and hopefully that'll help. I assume if I recorded the session with no shirt on, I would either get even less views than I already get, or I would get a lot more views, but for the wrong reasons. Look at that guy, he's so pale. So this is a song called California. It's kind of about California. It's kind of about, I guess, like objectifying or imagining a reality that is maybe too pleasant to be real and doing that to not cope with actual reality, which is probably something all of us do a little bit these days. But anyway, this is California. Terracotta soldier, I was chasing down the sun. I'd been in the dark for so long, looking for a war to fight, an enemy to kill. Well, I've been looking at this thing oh so wrong. Since I was a kid I heard your work is what you are, that people trade their time for their word. The less you care, the more you win. In this rat race we're running in, we've all been on the clock since our birth. The thing that mattered most was what the other people thought of you, that you did what they told you to. Their judgment was the way you knew. These screams, they take a toll on you. Oh my God. Well, show me to the door, 'cause I don't want this anymore, and I'm putting down the way. I'll find a way to find California in my mind and let this fall away. One night I fell asleep and dreamed the road could rescue me, and I'd fade into the asphalt like a ghost. I'd drive into the sunset, man, I'd melt into the beams, and I'd coalesce again on the coast. So I left behind the things I loved, the places where I grew, and all the people who had taught me how to be. And as I hit the road I sprouted dark wings and I flew. I learned just what it means to be free. I traveled high, I traveled low, on foot, by bike, by car, by plane, till late one night near Coeur d'Alene. A deep down existential pain, I wondered laying in the rain, would I ever see my home again? Oh my God. Well, get me off the road, 'cause I've been so alone, and I want another way. find a way to find California in my mind, a place where I can stay. Till then I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. I keep rolling, 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 rolling. I keep rolling on. Once upon a time I thought I'd found a girl for me, and we'd orbit round each other for all time. Time and time and time again I tried my best to be the line completing someone else's rhyme. I thought I knew what love was, like a rock knows how to fly, and like a stone I'd never spend time crying. I realize now the truth is that you shouldn't have to try to sell yourself to someone who ain't buying. But love has always come to me just a little bit too easily, as you'll no doubt begin to see. You listen to my discography, consider my geography as a map of my catastrophes. You love them then you set them free, but escaping always escape me. Whew. Oh my God. Well, kick me out your door if you don't need me anymore. Now I want someone who cares. I'll find a way to find California in my mind, the love that I can share. Till then I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. I keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I keep rolling. I'm rolling on. is no longer a friend of mine. The sky is clear and the stars are bright, but this ride's down to one headlight. And wherever I am, well, I know it's not California. I guess the plan has fallen through. And even if I can still get out to California, I know I'd be going without you, without you. And all of our lives, they're all packed up in the trunk. I'm living the dream and I'm driving like I'm drunk. Doesn't feel like home, no, and I don't know if it will. Till San Francisco sun is shining on my windowsill. 'Cause wherever I am, oh, I know it's not California. I guess the plan has fallen through. And even if I can still get out to California, I know I'd be going without you, without you. All of our dreams, they have come and gone away. You know, if I could find a way to stay, I'd stay. But I think we both know this trip ended on the day we didn't get to California. 'Cause wherever I am, well, I know it's not California. I guess the plan has fallen through. And even if I can still get out to California, I know I'd be going without you, without you, without you. Without you, without you, another song called Not California. I never played those two together at the same time. That's not true. I played them together the other day when I was practicing the set. But other than that, I've never played them together before. Yeah, I wrote Not California a long time ago. Supposed to be, if it wasn't clear from the lyrics, sort of a song about disillusionment, sort of personal disillusionment, and also sort of like cultural, mythological disillusionment. And then California is supposed to be sort of I played them in the reverse order, right? California is supposed to be the song where you sort of realize that, hey, I'm in a bad situation and I'm going to try to make it better. And California is sort of a song, Not California is sort of a song about thinking you're going to be in a good situation and having that sort of blind you to how bad your situation really is. So they're kind of two sides of the same coin. The titles are maybe a little bit on the nose, but I came here from Ohio originally, and my whole sort of teenagehood and young adulthood, I sort of idolized the idea of, California and the West is this amazing place. And, the West is a pretty amazing place when it's not completely on fire. And I love being here, but, it's even coming to an amazing place like this is not going to make your problems go away. You got to work on those and make them go away yourself. And that's, in a way, sort of what both of those songs are about. So I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. I also hope the camera's still working. I'm going to play a song that I don't know very well next. This just seemed to sort of fit in the set list really well here. So I'm going to do it. I practiced it a bunch the last couple of days, but if I flub it up, it's because I suck. This is a song called She and Me. It's a short song. It's influenced by some early 60s Bob Dylan stuff, which is the music that made me sort of pick up a guitar in the first place. So many years ago, to all of our great detriment and despair. Here we go. I'm going to try this. If I muck it up, I will maybe try it again because it's short and I want to get it right because it's a cool song. It's a fun song. It's a song about backpacking. Out among the pines where the west winds blow, me and my lady, we like to go to find the places that nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Snow on the mountains and sun on the trees, there ain't no place that we'd rather be than here where the world can still grow free, still grow free, still grow free. We sleep with the darkness and we rise with the sun, and all day long we'll have so much fun, running everywhere that the jackrabbits run, jackrabbits run, jackrabbits run. I love my lady like the land loves the sea, the forest loves the fire and the flower loves the bee, and out on the trail it's just she and me, she and me, she and me. We walk and we talk and we get to know each other much better than if we didn't go out where the silence makes your true self show, true self show, true self show. Day in and day out living out of our packs, with food and shelter there's nothing we lack, and I don't know if we'll ever come back, ever come back, ever come back. Hell, I don't know if we'll ever come back, ever come back, ever come back. That's She and Me. That is probably the best version I've ever played live, which is not saying a lot. But the studio version's on Wilderness Amen if you want to hear that. I tried to come up yesterday with a harmonica part for this song because it just sort of feels like it needs a harmonica maybe. at least when you play it live. And I came up with something I kind of liked, but it's, all the, like, that's kind of complicated. And I sort of felt like I'm not gonna, even if I come up with something good, I'm not gonna like know it by tomorrow, right? So you guys got the harmonica list version. In future sessions, and I love dreaming about future sessions because in my mind, it's gonna be like October, November, I'm gonna be sitting in here, it's gonna be like 65 in this room, and I'm gonna have like a winter cap on to stay warm, and it's just gonna be fantastic. And I'm not gonna have to worry about the phone overheating and like checking on it all the time. Okay, just making sure, it's on. And I'll just be able to just play forever. What key is this song supposed to be in? I was gonna play this song. Okay, so I think I can either play this song fast without a harmonica, or I can play it slow with a harmonica. I wish I could like poll people. Which one do you want to hear? I think it's a boring song slow though, so I'm gonna play it fast without the harmonica. There's another song I started to learn how to like come up with a harmonica part for it like 2 days ago, and I've been playing this song for like 13 or 14 years. So my brain hasn't molded those two together yet. And you might say to yourself, why is he playing all these songs he doesn't know yet? Well, I don't have a good answer for you. It's live, right? This is how live works. This is supposed to be exciting. I'm not nervous at all. This is called Jack-a-Roe. It's an old folk song written by some folk. God, I need to drink between every song today because my throat just has like a wildfire inside of it, and if you have never lived out here, you don't know what that feels like, but if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm really afraid that by the end of the set, there's just going to be some notes that I just can't get to. We'll find out together. There was a wealthy merchant in London, he did dwell. He had a beautiful daughter, oh, the truth to you I'll tell. Oh, the truth to you I'll tell. He had sweethearts aplenty and men of high degree. None but Jack the sailor, her true love e'er could be. Oh, her true love e'er could be. Well, Jack has gone a-sailing with trouble on his mind. He's left his native country and his darling girl behind. Oh, his darling girl behind. Went down to a tailor shop and dressed in men's array, and climbed aboard a vessel to convey herself away. Oh, convey herself away. And before you get on board, sir, your name we'd like to know. She smiled on her countenance, said, they call me Jack-a-Roe. Oh, they call me Jack-a-Roe. I see your waist is slender now, your fingers they are small. Your cheeks too red and rosy to face the cannonball. To face the cannonball. I know my waist is slender and my fingers they are small, but it would not make me tremble to see 10,000 fall. To see 10,000 fall. War soon being over, she went and looked around, and among the dead and wounded, her darling boy she found. Oh, her darling boy she found. She picked him up all in her arms and carried him to the town, and called for a physician to quickly heal his wounds. Oh, to quickly heal his wounds. This couple, they got married, so well they did agree. This couple, they got married, so why not you and me? Oh, why not you and me? Oh, why not you and me? Jack-a-Roe. That is even faster than the fast version I planned to play. That's really not a helpful picking pattern there, to have to pick. So, if you by chance have watched the previous Live from the Guest Room sessions, and if you have, thank you. Thanks for listening and watching to this one. Listening and watching this one. Coffee. The previous two sessions I only played as with acoustic guitars. And I have all these electric guitars, and of course I use them on the records, and I play them all the time normally. And I wanted to get to a point eventually where I could record sort of the way I record for these sessions, the room sound sort of sound. But with electric guitars. And I played around with it a little bit this week, and I think that this is going to sound at least half decent, if not entirely decent, to do it this way. And yeah, I just thought this would be cool to kind of do a couple electric songs. I'm not at the point yet where I'm able sort of live and sort of skillful enough to like do loops and play over loops and stuff. Like I want to get to that point eventually. I'm playing with my pedals down here, sorry. I want to get to that point eventually, but there's not going to be any like cool electric guitar jams today. Some of these songs I think lend themselves better to electric guitar than acoustic, and so I want to play them that way. But yeah. Well, that was a good catch. That would have been a hilarious and terrible thing to have happen on camera. Drop my guitar on the ground. Yeah. Give me a second to make sure this is good to go. I tuned all these guitars yesterday when I was doing some practice, but unfortunately with the heat being what it is in here, poor guys don't like to stay in tune. Probably taking years off their lives just by having them here. Which is sad to think about. Okay, I think we're good. But there's nowhere else to keep them, so what are you gonna do? Alright. How long is my leg? Let's find out. Hard to play pedals use pedals from a stool, but I'm gonna attempt it. So She and Me, not a song I'm super familiar with. Jack-a-Roe, not a song I've played in a while. This song is a song I've probably only played 3 or 4 times since 2003, 2004. I just unearthed it for the recent album sessions for the first time in a long time. And yeah, I don't know. It's a weird song. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. It ended up not making it on any of the albums, so maybe that should tell you something, I guess. But it's a song I wrote in a very particular time in my life, and it's a song, I'll spare you the narration for now, but it's the first song I ever wrote that kind of like tried to describe the feeling of depression and how that feels, and trying to sort of talk myself out of it. If you heard Note to Self, a song I played in one of the previous sessions, it's also in one of the new albums. It's sort of a similar type of song, but this one's a little darker and sadder. But I wanted to play it in one of these sessions just because, it's a song I wrote. It's not absolutely terrible, and I think the sentiment and the sort of intent behind it is good. But the picking pattern is also weird. It's very like Everybody Hurts kind of REM. I'll do my best here, and like She and Me, if I muck it up, I'll try to start over and maybe do it again. Sunset looks gray from my window. Close my eyes and it burns through my eyelids like fire, burning the dreams from my head. I'm bereft of a reason to face this season without dread, numbing my hopes. Wanna reach out and touch, but my fingers are frozen. Wanna smile and love, but my heart is broken in pieces, scattered round on the floor. If I went out in the cold, could the world remind me of what I have lost? How I could find me again? Ooh, could I bring myself back? Could I follow the sun till its rays turned to gold, till its heart thawed my senses and melted this old fear that's been crowding my mind? Oh, what would I find if I could just open my eyes? All I want is to be alive. Wanna reach out and touch, but my fingers are frozen. Wanna smile and love, but my heart is broken in pieces, scattered round on the floor. Dream now of a day where the sunrise is warm, when my heart's whole again and I've weathered this storm. It will come soon, I hope that it will. And all I can do is to give life a chance, do my best to admit I don't lead in this dance, and smile as I'm swept away. Oh, what would I find if I could just open my eyes? All I want is to be alive. Oh, oh. That is Winter Song. Does not feel like a day to be playing Winter Song. Something called Winter Song. But there you go. That's what that sounds like. Sort of. It was a little rough, but also probably, like She and Me, the best version I've ever played live. I don't think I've actually played that song like for a physical audience before. I mean, you guys count virtually, I suppose. Virtually and equally, right? If you've listened this far, you've paid better attention than most of my live audiences have. So thank you. This is where things get weird. At least a little weird. I don't have any like super weird things planned for today. No super weird set list shenanigans or anything like that, but how did I want to do this? 2 or 3? Let's say 3. We're going to do capo 3, which means that probably going to not be able to hit some notes that I would normally be able to hit on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and play it anyway, because I want you to get the full effect of this sequence of songs, regardless of whether I sing them perfectly or not. Just give me a couple of seconds here to sort through. Maybe for this section I'll overdub that elevator music from the first session. Instead of having to hear me blabber as I'm flipping through pages here, you'll just hear and then like it'll be time for the performance. Okay, we're almost there. There's just a lot of words to keep track of, and playing through this many songs in a row, it's like there's no way I'm gonna remember them all. I mean, I have pretty good faith in my own ability to remember lyrics, but there are limits. I'm only a man. Whoops, I got tuned before I'm gonna tune and check the recording at the same time. Alright, I think we're still going. That's cool. I don't know. The thing I tried this time was to not have, the last 2 sessions I had the phone plugged in and charging during the recording so I could be sure the battery wouldn't die. But I think the downside to that is that it makes the phone hotter because it's charging, while it's also recording, which is probably hard on it. This time I don't have it plugged in, which means I suppose, and technically speaking, the battery could die. But it was at like 93% when I started the recording, so I think we're going to be okay. This should, I would imagine, only be like an hour like the other sets. Although I'm at 41 minutes now, so maybe it's going to be a little longer. Lucky you guys. Alright, here we go. This is called Invocation. Invocation to the Muse, Invocation to Mother Rhodes. Mother Rose, in your light I roam. Mother Rose, the highway is my home. And all the days my road is straight, I know you're by my side, and in the dark you clear the sky. So on the crystal stars I ride. When the sun beats down you send me shade to shield me from the heat, and in the cold you help me keep my cool. sliding through the ice and sleet. Mother roads, in your light I roam. Mother roads, the highway is my home. When the hard rain falls and the wind begins to howl, you stick me to the ground. When I'm wandering through the desert's barren waste, you guide me when no one's around. When I'm lost and I can't find my way, you guide me from the wilderness. And when I'm found, you whisper in my ear that it's the open road I miss. Mother roads, in your light I roam. Mother roads, the highway is my home. On the 5th day of May, I could not hold on to her very long, so I cut off my hair and I rode straight away to the wild unknown country where I could not go wrong. I came to a high place of darkness and light. The divided line ran through the center of town. I hitched up my pony to a post on the right and went into a laundry just to wash my clothes down. A man in the corner, he approached me for a match. I knew right away that he was not ordinary. He said, "Are you looking for something that's easy to catch?" I said, "I ain't got no money." And he said, "That ain't necessary." Set out that night for the cold in the north. I gave him my blanket and he gave me his word. And I said, "Where we going?" He said, "We'll be back by the 4th." I said, "That's the best news that I ever heard." Oh, I was thinking about turquoise, I was thinking about gold. I was thinking about diamonds and the world's biggest necklace as we rolled through the canyons in the devilish cold. I was thinking about Isis and how she thought I was so reckless, and how she told me one day we would meet up again. Things would be different the next time we wed if I could just hang on and be a friend. Oh, I still can't remember the best things she said. We came to the pyramids all embedded in ice. He said there's a body that I'm trying to find. If I carry it out, it'll bring a good price. 'Twas then that I knew what he had on his mind. The wind, it was howling and the snow was outrageous. We chopped through the night and we chopped through the dawn. When I died, I was hoping it wasn't contagious, but I made up my mind that I had to go on. The other guy died, the narrator didn't die. I got my pronouns mixed up. He died, I didn't die. Makes the story make a lot more sense if I had said the lyrics right. I broke into the tomb, but the casket was empty. There was no jewels, no nothing. I felt I'd been had. When I saw that my partner was just being friendly, when I took up his offer, I must have been mad. Picked up his body and I dragged him inside, threw him down in the hole and I put back the cover. I said a quick prayer so I felt satisfied, then rolled back to find Isis just to tell her I love her. Day I saw you, the skies opened up and you fell. First day I saw you, I took my first step into hell. I looked into those blue eyes and I didn't know what to do, but I knew right away that I'd do anything that you asked me to. We met for coffee and I pretended it didn't mean a thing, but I think we both knew that somehow it meant everything. Got married in May, didn't bother with the ceremony. We got married so fast, I didn't even hear the lies you told me. Still, I shouldn't have let you go. I shouldn't have let you go. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, Caroline, I loved you so much, thought I'd be enough by myself. I never would have guessed that you'd need to have somebody else. First time I caught you, it almost broke my heart. It was with poor old James in the back of my car. in the back of the park. Well, after a few more, I should have known that we were through. I know it's all my fault, I could have done so much more for you. Back then I blamed you and said some things I shouldn't have said. Then you went away, and since then I've been chasing you round and round in my head. Still I shouldn't have let you go, shouldn't have let you go. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, Caroline. I bought an old car and I drove it toward Kalamazoo. It's where poor old James told me that I could find you. I stayed between those lines on the highway for a couple of days. In my head I asked you for forgiveness in a million different ways. The windshield was frozen and my lips were dry and cracked. I've been kissing the devil and she'd been kissing me back. The wind, it was howling and the snow blew as I drove into town. And I could tell right away by the way the moon smiled that you were somewhere around. I went to the address poor old James had given to me. A busted up old house in a frozen willow tree. You were in the living room with bruises all over your face. You said you were sorry and that we had to leave before it was too late. Well, I had poor old James's gun with me that cold day in December. When he came through the door, it went off, and that's the last thing I remember. Oh, I shouldn't have let you go, I shouldn't have let you go. Whoa, 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 Caroline. Now I'm getting cold, I'm getting cold. Please don't go, please don't go, please don't go, Caroline. Caroline. meadow where the creek used to rise. Blinded by sleep and in need of a bed, I came in from the east with the sun in my eyes. I cursed her one time, then I rode on ahead. She said, "Where you been?" I said, "No place special." She said, "You look different." I said, "Well, I guess." She said, "You've been gone." I said, "It's only natural." She said, "You gonna stay?" I said, "If you want me to, yes." I said, "So Isis, you mystical child, what drives me to you is what drives me insane. I still remember the day that you smiled on the 5th day of May in the drizzling rain." It's hot now. That was a long batch of songs. That was Isis, the end there, Isis by Bob Dylan. And in the middle there was an old song of mine called Caroline, which is the first murder ballad I ever wrote. And if you listen to folk music, or you're a folk singer or a guitarist, a folk guitarist, you know, because it's in the contract, that you have to write at least one murder ballad a year. So that was the first one I ever wrote, way back in like 2004 or something. It's a creepy song. It's a fun song, in a creepy way. It's meant to be a little ambiguous. You can sort of choose your own adventure and decide what you think happens at the end. Thought I'd keep it interesting that way. We're still going, looks like. Good. So far, so good. Couple of bits and pieces of songs here or there I feel like have been kind of rough, and my voice is certainly not super happy about the fires and all that jazz, but I feel like we're doing okay here. Hopefully y'all are enjoying. If you're still watching, thank you. If you're not still watching, you're not going to hear me say this, so it's okay. This is a new song and an old song, back to back. Friends forever. Ow. I'm gonna have to do just make sure this is in tune real quick. It's a little flat, so we're gonna bring it up just a little bit up the D. There we go, like that. Maybe with the G right there where it's supposed to be. Okay, that got a little quick, sorry. Okay, I think we're good, and I'm gonna have to do a quick volume check here to make sure this could actually be a little bit louder. Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it here. I'm kind of mixing on the fly with the strumming the electric guitar here, so hopefully this comes out okay. This is a song called Break Girl. In parentheses, hey there. Because I couldn't decide on a title, so I titled it twice. I like this song a lot, but I think it's potentially a slightly misunderstood song in that it's not a song about just randomly picking up a girl at a bar, but it's a song about trying to like figure out how to do something that's more than that in a way for like you and the person that you're singing to. And this is a song that it's a new song, but it's based on, you know, the experience a lot of us probably had in our 20s of trying to, if you're my age at least, meet people in a bar. Now you just meet people on the internet, but you used to have to go out and like actually talk to human beings in their faces to find out about them. And I don't know that it's better or worse now. Actually, it might be better. But there's all this kind of weird stuff around it, and this was my attempt at my attempt at talking about some of that in what I hope is an interesting way. I just realized I'm missing a page of lyrics, so hang on. It's much better, actually, that I realize this now than if I realized it halfway through the song, but still frustrating. So let me flip back. Yeah, here we go. The second part is the part I always forget anyway, so it's really good that I remember to grab this. I don't want to jinx myself. Really unlikely that I'm going to forget the first chunk of the song. Potentially very likely that I'm going to forget the second part. So we'll put that there. I think that'll stay. Famous last words. Hopefully my throat continues to work. It's getting a little shabby, but we're almost done too. Thanks for hanging in. It's just like really hard to tell if it's too loud or too quiet. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Hey there, bright girl, yeah, you know me. And I'm the guy of not your dreams. You came out tonight to drink at the bar. Now you're gonna have to talk over my guitar. Sorry if my songs are too fucking sad. I really don't think things are all that bad. So if you want, I could sing you a song where we fall in love and just get along, or at least hold hands and stay up too late and watch as the night turns into the day. Hey there, bright girl, yeah, I know you. And you're the one who could help me get through. You look at people like there's something there, the kind of light of which you're never scared. Would you see it if you looked at me? Who would I be if I was the me you'd see? Could I be someone who makes you smile, who you wanna talk with for a little while? Or am I just another of those parodies of the sad bastard songwriter who can't find love? bright girl. Well, you don't know me, and I don't know you in all honesty. What I think you are, well, it just isn't real. A perfect princess off a movie reel. And even if by chance you really cared, expecting you to fix me, well, that just isn't fair. But I'd like to know who you really are, so why don't you and I get up and leave this bar, and in a big wide world so full of pain and night, for a little while we could both be bright. Ways to fly, to reach out and touch the dawn. There must be ways to trip and pick yourself up and carry on. There must be ways to dance without tripping on your feet. There must be ways to dream without twisting in your sheets. But I know the way. Wings of wax melt and suddenly I'm plunging down toward the ground. Oh, it's safer here, but so dark down here. I'll just watch and wait, and maybe a star will fall. There must be ways to love without breaking two hearts. There must be ways to come together without falling apart. There must be ways to touch without letting go. There must be ways to trust without having to know. Sitting down here, looking at the stars, I know your arms could give me wings, but I don't deserve the view, and I don't deserve you, so I'll just watch and wait, and maybe a star will fall. There must be ways to run that aren't running away. There must be ways to cry that can say what I can't say. There must be ways to fly and know you've flown. There must be ways to be and not be alone, but oh, I know the way. Wings of wax melt and suddenly I'm plunging down toward the ground. It's safer here, but So dark down here, I'll just watch and wait, and maybe a star will fall. Ooh, fall. Ooh, fall. That was Ways to Fly, that second song there. And I played it approximately 11 times faster than I normally play it. I'm not really sure why. That's just sort of how it came out. I started fast and I just kept going. I blame the coffee. It's supposed to be like a slower kind of ballady song, but that is not what happened. I like it that way though. Looking through this big old pile of words and chords here, trying to make sure I know how to play the next song. Because I might not. Is it this one? There we go. Nope, that's not it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Oh my god. So sorry, everyone. Oh. Did I just not print the second page for some reason? That would be disturbing. Oh. It's a much easier solution. There is no second page. I'm just being a lunatic. Still recording. Woohoo! Okay. We're going to turn the effects off for this one. This is an emotional song, so there's no distortion, right? No distortion, just emotion. That should be like my folk motto. Or maybe just distortion, no emotion. Thanks again for watching, listening, etc. This is fun to do, but also hot. And putting it together and putting it up online is kind of a pain that I'm not super looking forward to. So this is the fun part, and thanks for joining me for that. Okay. This is a cover song. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Sage Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing in the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, oh, take me home. Country roads, and all my memories gather around her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, a teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, oh, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning, how she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road, I get the feeling I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, oh, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. I love that song. It's a great song. I wanted to play it at least in part because I'm not from West Virginia. I'm from Ohio, like I said earlier. But I love that song. I play it a lot. I listen to it a lot. But yeah, I was supposed to go home for summer, or not for the whole summer, but supposed to go home to visit family. And like last year, of course, it hasn't worked out because of COVID and various other things. So yeah, I think about that a lot when I play that song now. Wish I could go home, but can't. So play the song instead and hope that that's good enough. It's not really, but it's something, right? Gonna wrap up here. Got 1.5 songs left. I'm gonna be cheeky about it. Ooh, I get to keep this guitar on. That's exciting. I like when I don't have to change guitars a bunch. Okay. This is a song called Dreams. It's a song that for a long time I didn't know what to call it. It's had, through the course of like recording and all of that stuff, it had something like 5 or 6 different names at different times, and right up until the time that I put the albums up online, I had no idea what the hell I was going to call it. And then shortly before I did put them up online, that dude who got famous for the longboarding while playing the Fleetwood Mac song, and like Fleetwood Mac's Dreams came back into the cultural vernacular there for a little while, which is great because it's a fantastic song. And I was like, I should just call my song Dreams too, because it's not a ripoff. It's a song about dreams, as you'll see, but it was one of those things where it would like the title was so obvious that I just didn't see it, and it took longboarding dude to show me the light. So as is true for so many of us, we all learned a lot from longboarding dude. So thanks, longboarding dude. You might not have even been a longboard, but I hope I'm not completely wrong about that. Well, thanks for listening, watching, listening to my insane rants in between songs as I shift stuff around. Like I said, I've been doing these sessions. I'd sort of plotted out a number of them to do over the couple months after I put the albums up online, and I didn't really intend to do them all like this quickly and this suddenly. I've just been trapped inside a bunch this month, and it's been bad. It's been pretty bad. So this helps, getting to play tunes. Sorry, checking the volume again. Getting to play tunes and you know, maybe somebody's listening to this or watching this and pretend that there's somebody, and that's something. So this song is called Dreams. It might take me a second to remember how it goes. There we go. Had a dream the other night of friends that I have known, people who I left behind when I set out on my own. We laughed and played all through the day, through the nighttime too. Told stories till the sun came up about all the things that we do back when all the world seemed new. Had a dream the other night, places that I've known, somewheres that I've left behind, though I used to call them homes. Smokestacks against an ebon sky, rolling seas of wheat, downtown to watch the trains roll by, with someone else's shoes on my feet, as I walked on down the street. I woke up the other night with tears dried on my face. My dreams began to fade away, the memories replaced. In those dreams I see the past, just like it was back then. The When I wake, it slips away. All the places that I have been, the smiling faces of all my friends. Oh, I would gladly give anything just to see them all again. Mother roads, in your light I roam. Mother roads, the highway is my home. Mother roads, by your grace I roam. Mother roads, the highway is my home. Mother roads, in your light I roam. Mother roads, the highway is my home. Thanks. See you next time.